You both want the house, but only one of you can stay. And if this is not handled the right way during your divorce negotiations, you could end up stuck with a mortgage that you can't afford, lose out on your share of equity, or be forced to sell under pressure when it could have been avoided. And that is the exact question that Howard wrote to us about. Dear Wolf and Shore, my wife and I are going through a divorce, and we both want to keep the house. She hasn't worked in years, and the amount of alimony that it looks like I will be paying her will not be sufficient to maintain the house. It's paid off, but between the taxes, homeowner's insurance, utilities, and maintenance, she simply will not have enough money. However, I can afford it on my own, especially since I can do a lot of the maintenance myself. My lawyer said if we don't reach an agreement, the court may order it to be sold. How is this possible if we both want it? Sincerely, Howard House. Well, Howard, we actually had a pretrial on this exact issue this morning. This is not an uncommon thing. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to break down exactly what happens when both spouses want to retain the home post-divorce. And we're going to talk about how you approach it strategically so you don't get blindsided, both financially and emotionally. Hi, my name is Kristen Wolf with Wolf & Shore Law Group. I'm a family law attorney here in the state of Connecticut. Here at Wolf & Shore Law Group, we help people going through family matters to get through their matters with clarity and confidence so that they can move forward with their lives. So Howard, let's talk about that house. I know you both want to keep it. You have good reasons that you stated in your email for which you want to keep it. Those are largely financial reasons. It seems like your wife may have emotional reasons for why she wants to keep it. Generally speaking, when both parties in a divorce want to keep the house, the tensions run high. Both parties think that they have good reasons. It could be the stability of your kids, it could be financial reasons, or sometimes it's just because no one wants to give in. But no matter the reason, trust me, only one of you is walking away with the deed. Either that or the court is going to order it be sold. So generally speaking, what do most people do in this situation? They dig in. They start making emotional arguments such as, I deserve this house. I created this house. I built this house. This was the only house that my kids have ever known. And every one of those arguments is simply for the purpose of trying to outmaneuver their spouse. But the reality is that's not going to work because the court is not going to be making decisions based on your emotional arguments. Remember, the family court is a court of equity. So they are there to make sure that whatever outcome happens from your divorce is fair and equitable to both of the parties in the given situation. The court is going to look at who can afford the house, who is in a better position to refinance, how is the house going to be maintained post-dissolution. These are the types of things that the court is going to look at, not the emotional arguments. The only thing that happens with these emotional-based battles is that they lead to long and exhausting litigation that is very expensive and often never stops. It can often lead to a court-ordered sale. So the emotional approach is not going to be the best approach for you. What is going to work is coming up with a very factual and numbers-based argument to present to the court or your opposing party. We take our time to walk our clients through a very strategic and factual-based analysis to determine what the court may order in a situation and what is in the best interest of our client. So one of the first things that we're going to look at is who can realistically afford the home. Then we're going to look at what is the actual value and what is the equity. Can the person who wants to take over the home actually afford the home, and can they buy the other spouse out of the equity that's remaining in the home? The bottom line is we're going to take an analytical approach to this. We're going to evaluate your entire financial picture and lay it out for you so that you can make the decision as to what's in your best interest, and you will have all of the information that you need in order to make that decision from us. Just remember, if your sole principle in trying to get the house is to win, then you've already lost. So Howard, I hope this gives you a little bit of insight as to what you should be expecting when dividing your house in terms of a divorce. But you should really give us a call so that we can schedule you for a consult and talk more about it in greater detail so that we can actually come up with a plan that's catered to your financial situation. If you or someone else you know is in a similar situation, give our office a call so we can set up a consultation. Visit our website at www.wolfandshorelaw.com and continue to watch all of our other videos in case you have any other questions that you need answered.